Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Oh boy. Well, this turned Hannibal real fast. I mean, Anatoli lied about being the better swimmer, which is interesting to me, and yet he's the one puking. And Gregor's just not saying anything. I kind of want to find out what Anatoli's deal is, though. Like, is he gonna lie again? You knock on the door first. Anatoli? You slowly open it. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. Please don't tell where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoli will remember that. The music is so happy, though! You leave Anatoli and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. They can never be satiated now. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. I can wait. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. I haven't saved in a while, and I'm beginning to wonder if that's going to be a problem for me. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from moving. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker one. No turning back now. The blacksmith takes a hot poker out of the coals. It makes his eyes glow as he scowls at you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body as he raises the poker again. You wake in a cold sweat. Damn. So this game took a hard left, and then another left, and then it became a right, and I don't know what happened. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Hello? What? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible, but it's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Where's Mariah? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yes, what the fuck?! I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast. Right? I think you should have another piece of meat for your breakfast. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoli? Anatoli looks at you, begging. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Help me. Anatoli? Gregor looks hurt by Anatoli's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to some boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it quickly. It smells good. What's taking so long? Boil it faster! It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. This is getting really weird. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Anatoli creates ripples in the broth with his finger. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoli begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her eating. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending! You clear your throat. Anatoli? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants. Please, Anatoli. You can swim back after looking. Gregor is right, Anatoli. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. You're right. Mariah's still out there. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoli. That's right, Anatoli. Please, help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah, something is approaching. Hello?
Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Not gonna be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoli. He's gonna cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin?
You don't answer, Onion.
Please? Don't you trust my advice?
You shake your head.
Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It'll help prevent colds and ward off viruses. Onion. That was a lie. People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing.
Who would believe that?
Ha! There even was a doctor in 1919 who tricked people into thinking it was true. Ha! Anyways, you know what smells worse than a raw onion left in a room? Ew! It's been a while since your last bath, right?
You can't remember.
Could smell you before I even came into the room. Onion. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoli from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous.
Anatoli can make his own decisions.
Onion. Please? We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio.
You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around?
Onion. Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me cattle to cabbage about you. She can be as mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Onion. Just kidding. She's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoli to care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's only for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're for the frying pan tomorrow. Nothing beats sliding around on butter. Onion. Later.
This game got 30 times weirder, and now I don't know what to expect next, to be honest. You completely forget the conversation with Onion. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. okay? I feel like I'm learning a lot and I'm not really sure. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment from you. You despise him. So you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. A storm rages outside. As the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, no picture of my body staring back at me? Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoli, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. I could hear her whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. Really? Anatoli, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Okay. So I have one opportunity for this. And honestly, I mean, it's very clear that everybody's losing it. Gregor is a very large man. I'm not saying that I condone the behavior of everybody kind of, in this situation. I'm just saying that Onion is trying to convince me not to let Anatoli go. Anatoli, though, lied about being able to swim and pushed Mariah into a situation where Mariah was the one to leave first. I'm not saying that I don't trust Anatoli anyway. He lied about reading. He lied about being a good swimmer, and Karen verified that. So, what else is my dude lying about, is all I'm trying to say. I just think it's real suspicious. Real suspicious. I don't trust it. Now that leaves Gregor, right? Good guy Gregor. Now, good guy Gregor hasn't really done anything but suggest people go out. I feel like Karen, as crazy as she is probably the most reliable person in this entire shit show. And then there's the Chompettes, which I just need to know what's going on. I don't understand what's happening exactly with the Chompettes. But the Onion told me don't let Anatoli chat with Anatoli near the basement. Interesting. Is the basement where you're hiding the bodies? Ooh, the plot thickens. Am I overthinking this game? I can't tell now. I can't tell if I'm overthinking this. I kind of want to talk to the Chompettes, because I mean, I'm not really sure why we're keeping them alive when we could literally just be eating them. But then Karen's got the knife, and I feel like if I try to stop Anatoli, that Karen's gonna lose it. And then, why do they want me to save Anatoli? I need to know more. I'm gonna talk to the Chompettes, because I haven't talked to them in a while. Oh, God. And nothing can we call our own but death, and that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all of the classics. You ask Potato why he stopped. I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. You've been so nice to these four. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. Ahem. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens to your body? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking. Your liver has transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's a book in the living room if you'd rather read about it. You shake your head. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose to the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy we need to function. Unfortunately, using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and repository system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... It smells like... I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But look at you. I bet your breath smells much worse. Here, have another recipe card. You unlock potatoes recipe. I personally wouldn't make it, but you? You have a preference for meals like that, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, okay? I won't be leaving the drawer. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Well, Anatoli, you okay, little guy? Anatoli looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoli, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoli. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoli. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoli? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoli. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. The discordant chime that sounds is horrifying, by the way. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. I'm missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. Everybody in this cabin is a liar. A thread. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. I guess that doesn't say a lot to me, though, because I immediately trusted Karen. You hear a scraping on the floor. Found you! Ah! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? I don't like that the I don't like how the food is trying to tell me what to do in my party when I already have trust issues here. So I'm just not going to say anything. You're fooling nobody with that act. I know you can hear me. Let's go with a nonverbal answer, all right? Protect Gregor at all costs. I mean, why? You didn't even tell me why. You just said do it. Listen, Gregor's great and all, but like, I don't like that you guys are telling me what to do, so no. Does everyone look like a snack to you? I'll let Cabbage know. She'll let you know the punishment later. On a roll today! See you around. What? Bread hops away, pushing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Bread told you. What? You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. After working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you decide to dry the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Yeah, no, I thought that the game was about sassy bossy food, and it's described as cute psychological horror. Hello? It's weird. It's weird. It's been weird. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to surprise everyone with breakfast. You start by cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven, releasing a unique smell into the air. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now! You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ugh! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God, already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing more with his hands. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lie down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in close to whisper, I'm glad Mariah and Anatoli are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all that I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take for you to perfect your art? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Um, um, why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time, and I want it to be perfect. Appropriate me feels like I should be saying, no, don't. I could never. But then there's another part that wants to just tell her yes. I want to point out that I still haven't done a dirge run for Baldur's Gate. And this game has me conflicted. Because I don't trust anyone. Gregor's also gonna blame me for everything. Oh, no. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraints should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god! This'll be over soon, Gregor. Just stop! Stop! Gregor has turned silent. What? You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoli slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. What? Wake up, sleepyhead. What is that? What is that? You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, though. Come on, let's eat. You get on a bed and head to the living room. Why? He's a little weak from blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You're useless. You can't swim? How could you help us if you'd immediately drown? What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty earlier, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Gregor looks at you. Don't even think about crawling away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. We'll eat your fresh arm when everything else is gone. Let me start cooking some more of your leg. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted was to keep everyone alive and together. But I failed. Are you disappointed in me? What? So cooking companions got real. No, I mean, I don't know. I guess you'll die believing no? Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, my mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. I was never satisfied. One day on my way home from school, I was walking past the town inn. Something smelled amazing. It was coming from a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. A meal that was fresh out of the oven. At least, that's what I thought. I became severely ill with food poisoning, dry heaving into the toilet for hours. My brother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation, huh? She's gonna torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I'm so cold. This cabin, everything about it chills me to the bone. Please, consider it my dying wish. Sure. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. And... You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor, you look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello! Let's play hide and seek! There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife.
Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait, Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompets, it's important you find all of us, so please don't forget any of us. Good luck! Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompets lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. So we're looking for good hiding spots. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Yes? I feel like asking her for the basement key is like dead on though. Maybe that's on purpose? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompets can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. I don't want to draw attention to the knife either. I feel like maybe behind the wood pile? Cupboards. Cauldron? She always picks the same hiding spot.
As the leader of the Chompets, getting through those mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompets to push me through. You'll help me out, right?
Oh, okay. What's next, Cabbage?
Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompets in no time.
You asked Cabbage about the basement key.
Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven.
There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in there. I found the basement key.
There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom.
She's making hide and seek far too easy. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? I don't really have a choice. You guys are leaving me with no choice but to find them. Oh, God. I also want to point out that they... Am I losing it? You tell Onion everything that's happened.
Whoa, sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoli, and Gregor, but yikes. 3 people dead in less than a month? Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I'd probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, don't worry, I got your back.
Hello! Boy, boy.
Oh my God. Okay, so these are people that your character has killed already. Like, we've established that, but this is still really weird.
Cabbage!
So anyway, I guess we're finding bread now. You're getting a terrible headache, your face is feeling numb, your legs aren't moving. Oh well, you do some time breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. Time to get that bread. You proudly stood up to the living room, happy to be alive. For now, you hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me, everyone's secretly favorite chomet bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds. No, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the chompettes together. That's a pretty crumby idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage.
Bread, we need your help finding Potato.
Missed
Missed you, big guy. Come help.
I would never let the chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Wait, are you drooling? All three chompettes are staring at you.
Are you thinking of eating us?
You accidentally lick your lips.
Cabbage!
You already ate. We're no good for that.
You glutton. Did they pass out?
Holy cow, get them up! So heavy.
What is happening? You stumble to your feet. Let's, go find Raspberry and never speak of this again.
I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect.
Yes.
Your head feels like it's gonna crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor! 2 more to go. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. Everything turns silent. You can almost hear her breathing. Raspberry?
You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry. Oh, wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage.
We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry.
Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh, yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Don't worry, the basement's already unlocked. Oh, crap! The red-haired woman is coming over here.
Yes.
All 4 chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece, just like... Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Huh. Potato, remember the... Wait, they kept saying remember the last time with Potato. What if I tell her about the basement? So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out her screams of rage. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. I mean... I'm hallucinating talking companions. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of the objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. Someone forgot to restock the toilet paper. Beyond disgusting. This is the scariest thing you've ever seen. Well, this bathtub is filthy. It will need more than a little elbow grease to get these stains out. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. May 4th, 1794. This notice shall serve as a summons to the Zakopane courthouse. You are being accused of the following crimes: public disturbance, foul language and demeanor, refusal to testify at previous court cases, refusal to agree to a search warrant of the property. Your hearing is scheduled for October 20th. Failure to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging. Sincerely, Judge Constantius Luce. You take the court summons letter with you.
Cabbage. Hello.
Are you locked in the bathroom again?
You tell her about the candle being blown out.
Ha! Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. Sometimes the simplest method's the best one. Excuse me, need to conduct the next secret chomet meeting.
You quickly make your escape. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. I'm like 89% sure I should be dead by now.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Karen? Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Events like this are rare. Creating vengeful spirits is difficult. In this state, they'll try giving you a heart attack, push you down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. The rain has stopped. You decide to go look out the window. Maybe not a go. Oh my god! The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would be excited to see this. It's a shame that she's rotting in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You grab some meat from behind the woodpile. You take a few bites of it. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Oh my god. What? You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. The meat is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoli? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. You wake in a cold sweat.
Be sure to check out the upcoming game Dread Waits.